Your ex does not want to see you happy after she dumps you. Okay? Make no mistake about it, guys. That chick who said, I love you, I'm never gonna stop loving you, I'm always gonna love you, I'm never gonna leave you, fed you all that BS in your ear, right? Now that she's dumped you, do you think she actually wants to see you go out there and succeed, crush it, become a boss, get on top of the world? No. She doesn't want to see that at all. She wants to see you, a broken man, down in the dumps, down to your last penny, homeless, nowhere to go, crying your eyes out over her still, and basically an incel, right? Your ex does not want to see you become anything after she dumps you. Okay? Why? Because that would kill her. That would absolutely cause her to live with the one thing that women hate to live with, which is regret. There's nothing a woman hates more than regretting dumping a guy who she thought was a chump and all of a sudden turns out to be a champ, right? A guy that she thought was a loser turns out to be a winner. A guy that she bet against all of a sudden just turns the corner and shocks the world and becomes big time, becomes successful. Right? That's the last thing that she wants to see. Because that would kill her. Especially because she's likely with a chump now. Right? She likely replaced you with a chump. Of course, she didn't think that when she met that guy. She was like, oh, I'm so glad to get rid of Chuck. So glad. Such a loser. All washed up. Old and washed up. Not going to do anything with his life. So done with Chuck. On to this new guy. Ooh, on to this new guy. Grass is greener. Shiny object syndrome. Right? On to this new guy. And then 6 months later, a year later, maybe even less than that, all of a sudden, she starts hearing these rumors like, what? Chuck built a business? How on earth did he buy a brand new Mercedes-Benz? What? He's moving into what neighborhood? How does he afford this? What, Chuck? My Chuck? That Chuck that I dumped? Right? And then she starts to freak out. She's like, oh my God, what? Right? Because she knows that she blew it. Right? She knows she tossed the winning lottery ticket. She tossed her potential meal ticket. That's especially hard for women because not everybody becomes successful. Right? Not everybody becomes successful. From what I've found, like guys who go through this very harsh like breakup, at least guys who are champions inside, they become that, right? They become that. And it's almost like they love the fact that people are betting against them, right? You might love that. You might love the fact that people don't believe in you. People talk smack about you. People don't think you're ever going to do anything with yourself. And then all of a sudden you shock the world, right? You turn it around. So understand, the last thing that any ex-girlfriend you've dated wants to see is you succeed. Okay? Most of them, I'm not going to say all, right? You might have dated one or two really cool girls who are like, they just want the best for you. But the overwhelming majority were probably Jezebels, right? Or something like that. Or DG. So these chicks, make no mistake, they don't want to see you succeed. They want to see you fail. They don't want to see you winning at life, crushing it. No. They want to see you just constantly losing. Because it just confirms their decision to leave you behind. But when you pull the rug out from underneath her and you actually become successful, you actually become something in life, then all of a sudden she's forced to deal with the fact that, shit, she made a mistake. And now she has to live with that regret. The best thing about this that I love is you become the measuring stick for every other guy that she dates moving forward, right? Every guy she dates from that point on, she's now going to be questioning herself like, shit, is this another Chuck situation where, I mouthed off a little too often? Maybe I didn't give him enough support. Maybe I broke his balls once too often. Is this guy going to be another Chuck? She just doesn't know. So now she's constantly going to be like walking on eggshells with everybody else she dates, going, shit, is this the winning lottery ticket? Is this the guy who's going to pop? I don't even know anymore. She'll like constantly start questioning herself. And I've been in this position myself. I've talked about this before. It's very gratifying. Right? It's very gratifying. I've talked about my exes, not only the one from 2006, but the one from 2000, who left me when the stock market crashed, right? Including the one from 2006. Both bet against me. And the funny thing is like, I didn't know why. It's almost like I couldn't believe it because I believe in myself so much, right? I just felt like, okay, well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. I'm going to get right through this. And they just didn't buy it. They were like, nope, this doesn't look good. Lost everything. No. I think I would take my chances with some other dude. And they basically bounced, right? Only later to regret it. Not even that much later, like 6 months to a year later, quickly going, whoa. Right? My ex from 2006 came back lightning fast, probably within a couple of months. She was like trying to come back, and I had already shut that door. I was like, nah, don't need you. I don't need you anymore. Right? So make no mistake, guys. The girls that have dumped you in the past, and I hate to say it, even the girls that will dump you in the future, right? Especially if they bought into a lot of this like feminist brainwashing to piss on you when you're down versus be a woman, which is, considered being a traditional woman and support your ass. But like I said, that's how you'll see her true colors. You don't see who she really is until you're breaking up. You don't see what kind of person she is until you guys are breaking up. There's some ex-girlfriends that I've had, even over a decade ago, that I'm still friends with, right? We're still friends because it was just kind of like, okay, it was pretty mutual and there was no hard feelings or anything like that. It was just a mutual decision. And there was nothing shady that happened. There was no drama. There was a lot of honesty, like, hey, I don't like this about things you do. And I'd be like, yeah, I don't like this either. And yeah, I don't think we're really going to match up in the future. So, but hey, let's just chill and be friends then. Okay, cool. There wasn't this sneaking around. Oh shit, let me hide my phone. Or you're constantly wondering where this chick is. Those are the chicks that are going to do this to you, where they will leave you when you're at your worst. And they will stay with you when you're at your best, right? When you've got money and you've got the life and, you've got other women who want you, those chicks aren't going nowhere. They're going to stay right by your side. But as soon as all that disappears, or at least they think has disappeared, that is when they will try to jump ship. And that is when you'll be like, oh, I see her for who she is. I see this bitch for what she is, right? She's a Jezebel. And with that said, I am going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here from my garage with the DeLorean. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it. Smash it right now, guys. Do it for the DeLorean. Smash that like button. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, YouTube, the algorithm doesn't like promoting these types of videos, so I need your help. And the way you can help me is by subscribing. Okay, so make sure you're subscribed to my